So, this is an almond. It's not the point of the video. The point of the video is taking that next step. If you struggle to take that next step, then there's something holding you back. Or you're comfortable. You're too comfortable. Because you're only going to take that next step if you're uncomfortable, right? If there's nothing left for you. Let's say that next step is leaving the city, is moving somewhere else. But there's something in you that's holding you back. What is holding you back? Is it your family? Is it maybe a relationship? Is it your friends? Is it maybe your favorite restaurant that you're not ready to give up yet? Is it your room? Is it your lifestyle? One thing about growth is that sacrifices must be made to grow. It's the most beautiful, beautiful thing. It's like a trade. You forego your old, no, I don't think that's the right word. You forsake your old self. And in return, your new self is born. It's like shedding old skin. Like, when an insect sheds, it's almost like the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. The caterpillar turns into the butterfly. So if you struggle to take that next step, and that may be your environment, like I was talking about last video, find out what's holding you back. And I mean really what's holding you back. Because it might not be big things like family, friends, lifestyle, whatever. It might be something more specific. Maybe you're scared. Maybe you're worried about what's going to happen. Okay, now, here's 2 ways you can go about it. 1, you say, fuck it, and you take that next step without being prepared, and you mess it up tremendously because you weren't prepared, you had no plan. Or you have a plan and then take that next step, sacrificing all the things you had to sacrifice. Obviously, you want to have a plan first, right? Because you have a chance of success. Even without a plan, you have a chance of success, but it's still it's not as big, it's not as grand. The chance of success is way lower. So you need to have a plan. And like I was saying earlier, you need to really figure out what's holding you back. So if you're scared, having a plan will make you less scared. If it's family, well, that's where the true sacrifice comes in. Because it's not like you can take them with you unless they're willing to go and unless you can afford for them to come with you. 9 times out of 10, they won't want to come with you. They probably have secure jobs, they have a house, cars, They have a life. So why would they want to just pick up and move at your moment's notice now? So you have to decide, unfortunately. And you have to pick yourself. You have to. Let me give you a good example. My uncle, I'm not gonna put his situation out there, but he lived where I live now. I live in Baltimore, Maryland. As far as spiritual creativity is concerned, as far as like really making a change in the world, there's not much for people like us here. Now, my uncle is a very spiritual person. He's close to God. Everyone has their own God. He's close to his. And so now he made a decision a while back to move all the way to the other side of the US. Los Angeles, California. And he is thriving. He's doing so well there. He's happy. He has everything he wants. He has a family, and they love him. He has a wife. They love each other. He gets to work with his wife. He gets to help people express their creative talents in a creative space. And mind you, he used to be an artist. He used to be a rapper. I think he still makes music, actually. He's an actor as well, but he knows what it's like to make music and have a creative mind and be a creative person. He knows what it's like. And to allow people to have a space where they can share it without being judged and get put on to other people, make connections is just beautiful. It's wonderful. And I know he loves it. He's happy. But he had to make sacrifices. He had a bunch of stuff here, a bunch of responsibilities here. But gotta make a choice as a man. And he wasn't happy here. He was playing chess. He knew that if he moved, if he decided to come back and handle his responsibilities, he could, because he'd have the agency to. That man I look up to him. As a matter of fact, I grew up around him. I look up to him. So, despite the people saying that he shouldn't leave, that it's a terrible decision, it's a waste of time, he had a plan. He had a vision. He had guidance. God told him to go to LA. He answered the call, and he's happy now. He's thriving. He's not broke. He's not broke. But he's thriving. So, all of that's to say, you have to make sacrifices if you want to grow. You have to make sacrifices in order to take that next step. Identify what it is. Write it down if you need to. Pros and cons list. With that being said, embrace infinity. Later.